Hello, everyone. I'm very excited today. I have with me a very special person with me. He is India's premier astronumerologist, a celebrity astronumerologist. And today I'm very glad that he's taken out some time. He's advised more than 300 businesses and celebrities all over the country. And he's going to share some insights on his journey and how numerology plays a very important role in our lives. So, welcome, Gautham. I'm going to get straight to the point. From engineering to numerology, what was that like? And, how did that journey begin for you?
I was a very passionate person since my childhood and a lot of inclination toward occult science and numbers. And since everyone has got certain skills of calculation, people calculate risk, people calculate their investment, people calculate everything in their life. And I started calculating numbers. And to be honest, I really wanted to be famous. And only way out for me was numerology, wherein it makes more sense to me. If it's something which makes more sense to me, I definitely recommend others. And I saw that initially that people are more inclined, they wanted logic and rational behind whatever I do and whatever I say. And this is how I got into numerology. I started guiding my friends initially in college days, my friends, and then colleagues, and then acquaintance, and everyone started getting good results. And then thereafter, there was no looking back to that.
Okay. So, was there certain a particular number which changed your life, and also, what exactly is numerology, and how does it work?
Numerology is completely the science of numbers. Everyone has got certain set of numbers working for them. If you look at your life, Siddhant, you will find that a certain year, certain age number, certain house number has really favored you. And that would have changed the course and destiny of your life. And what, as a numerologist, I do, I definitely recommend certain set of numbers to people, which work for them. So they don't have to go through entire life experience to find out which number suits them. That is my expertise. And as a numerologist, I have initially changed the spelling of my name.
Okay.
And then I started seeing success. I started flying. And then there was many people who started joining my bandwagon.
Okay.
And everyone, started, once you are successful, everyone wants to learn the trick of it. But there's no shortcut to success. This is one aspect of being successful.
So, what are the core numbers if someone has to define someone's numerological profile?
So, the basic number which everyone can follow and find out is their birth number. If someone is born on 1st, 10th, 19th, or 28th of any month, they all are number one. So, you just have to add the first date.
Okay.
Like someone who is born on 15th, they are number six. 1 plus 5 is 6.
Right.
Someone born on 24th, he is number 6.
Right.
Just add the first date, and that number defines what you are.
Right. Also, can numerology, help in choosing career paths or life partners?
Yes, definitely. If you look at the numbers, like 1 to 9 numbers, it doesn't mean there are only 9 professions. No, not at all.
Yeah.
But every number has certain attributes and characteristics which define a person. Now, if I say number one person, a lot of leadership skills, they have good managerial skills, they want to be seen, recognized, and visible in whatever they do. So I recommend them, they can get into business, they can start something of their own, they can head a department, but heading a department initially becomes difficult because you need to gain experience. But if you know yourself better, then you will struggle for that phase initially.
Right.
Then you know that you're bound to be at top.
Right.
Yesterday was Mukesh Ambani's birthday,
Yeah.
and he's number one. So
Okay.
it doesn't mean that Mukesh Ambani has to be head of a department.
Right.
But since he's a number one, by virtue of being a number one, he's at number one, and always number one needs to look upwards,
Right.
look forward. They are visionary, they are leaders. So one thing I would just like to bring to notice of everyone, number one people tend to be always on top in whatever profession they do, tend to.
Okay.
Whether it is Shweta Rai, whether it is Indira Gandhi, whether it is Ratan Tata, Dhirubhai Ambani, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, and all of them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Also, in your personal experience, how has numerology helped you manifest your own goals?
Okay, that's a very fine, a very interesting question. I've never shared with anyone. By the way, Siddhant, not to boast about me, I was very good in studies till 10th and 12th. I spoiled it. Then I got into engineering, and there was the time I realized that, I was staying in a house number 4, and it was year 2002, and that was not a great year for me. There got a lot of setbacks in my career, in my academics and everything. And that was the point I realized that what number works and what number doesn't work.
Okay.
And then I started noticing everything. And then it was very difficult time. And then, I completely got into, research that what can help me. And that was the time after almost 2010, I added H in my name,
Okay.
making it Gautham, and that was on number 1. But
Right.
it doesn't mean that, it was easy way for me because the sun takes its own time to
Right.
shine. So
Right.
I also took a lot of time to shine. Now people who see me and they see that, it was overnight, not at all. It is all the outcome and consequences of almost 7 years of struggle, wherein no one knew me who I am.
Right.
And
Also,
that H brought a lot of changes in my life.
okay. So it's for the better, and it's so nice that today I'm getting this chance to talk to you, and getting to know about your insights, and you've had an amazing journey. So I wanted to also wishing you the very best with the entire journey that you've actually gone through. Also, I want to know, when we talk today's time, we talk a lot on spirituality. So, is also numerology connected with spirituality and the universe in some way?
Spirituality is all about the spirit of oneself. Spirituality can be defined as, it is defined in a different way to you, to me, and everyone. Someone
Right.
who is a Christian, his spirituality is different than what mine spirituality is. And let's not confuse spirituality with, religions and everything.
Right.
It is all about connecting with yourself. And, for me, spirituality is about just connecting with the real self, which we call subconscious, which we call Atma, which we call Paramatma, which we call higher consciousness, which we call divine consciousness, almighty consciousness, everything.
Right.
But I can tell you, everyone within themselves is one. Everyone is same within themselves,
Right.
because there is soul. And irrespective of the religion, if there is no soul in the body, it's a dead body.
Okay.
So, for me, spirituality is just connecting with myself. But I can tell you one thing as per my numbers, that people who are born on dates adding to 2, 7, 8,
Right.
or if they have the total of their date of birth, they are more spiritual because they always believe in something unknown. They believe in the power of Almighty. Anyone, if you look at it, it doesn't mean others are not, but these numbers are more prone to being spiritual, and they
Okay.
always believe in, something which is unknown.
Okay.
Basically, कुछ खोज में लगे रहते हैं.
Uh-huh.
That is the reason most of the astrologers, numerologists, tarot card readers, healers, all have them 2 or 7 in it.
Okay.
Otherwise, most of them are not a good astrologer or numerologist.
Okay, so this is going to be something very new for me. I've been always a little afraid of astrology, because I don't want to know anything about myself. I get a little scared when it comes. But today I want to take a chance with you. And I wanted to know, like, in my numbers, personally, what do you see in me? It can be good, it can be bad, it's fine. But what do you see in me with my numbers? So my date of birth is 28th July, uh, 28 July is my date of birth. So what is that you see?
But 28 July is a very, very good number, by the way. So, if you are not aware, let me tell you one thing,
Okay.
Siddhant.
Yeah.
So, if you have you seen Rolex watch?
Yes, of course.
What is the number in date mentioned there? 28,
Right.
right? And Ratan Tata's date of birth is 28 December.
Okay.
Dhirubhai Ambani's date of birth is 28 December. Elon Musk is 28. Bill Gates is 28. So
Okay.
28 people born. If you would have been working, by the way, I would have made sure that you're quitting your job in next 1 week time.
Okay.
Yes, that is the power of numbers. I can tell you with a lot of conviction and
Okay.
the wisdom I have gained throughout this year.
Okay.
So, 28 is a very, very good set of number 1.
Okay.
People say it's 19, it's 1 and 10. No, 28 is the best form of number one. If you look at the top richest people in the world, so out of 10, minimum 3, 4 people will be from 28 segment.
Right.
Okay. And then second is that you are a fire element, so that makes a very passionate person.
Yeah.
And I know that you cannot disclose your year of birth, otherwise I could have decoded more.
Right.
And you are a very, very passionate person. And if you do not work out, you're prone to depression, by the way. So I
Okay.
really want you to work out,
Right.
exhaust yourself because you are a powerhouse of energy as well.
Right.
And or you can play some sports,
Yeah.
that will be good. But I always want you to do whatever. I want you to be in driving seat. I
Okay.
don't want you to be a co-passenger ever.
Right.
Neither co-pilot. I want you to be a pilot in whatever you do.
Right.
You are an entrepreneur at heart and a businessman at mind.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I feel so good. It was something new for me and for the first time, and I feel so good.
But does it make any sense to you? That is more important for
Yeah,
your
yeah,
viewers to know
it's
that.
given me a little bit of more motivation, so I'm getting really motivated with what you said. So it'll help me, to channelize my energy and my thoughts now more positively. So thank you so much for that message. Also, I want to know, in today's time, a lot of people say there are these numbers which are unlucky. There are these numbers which are lucky. Everyone is in that state of mind कि आज कुछ ये नंबर है, आज ये दिन शुभ नहीं है, इस डेट पे या इस नंबर पे नहीं करना चाहिए. People have that mindset. So, what do you have to say to that?
Yes, definitely. There are certain dates which favors. There are certain dates which doesn't favor. Like, if you have good, then obviously you have bad. If you have high, then you have lows. If you are successful, then definitely you would have seen failures. This
Right.
is as simple as that. But it doesn't mean that any number, if someone is born on certain date, they are unlucky. Not at all.
Okay.
Otherwise, can you imagine if I say that in certain set of numbers, if I remove 3 set of number, it means 60% of the people are, happy and rest 40% unhappy across the globe? Not at all.
Right.
Everybody comes with certain set of failure, certain set of a struggle.
Right.
Whether it is anyone, if you look around yourself, I don't want to name people.
Yeah.
So there is no number which is completely unlucky, no number which is completely lucky, but there are certain number which favors you, there are certain which doesn't favor you.
Right.
So yeah, I'm talking people who are born, but if someone has to avoid that, I definitely recommend people to avoid shifting in house number 4 or 8.
Okay.
Like someone who is born on, especially born on 4 and 8, should never stay in house number adding to 4 and 8. And I have massive examples of that, and rather of couple of chief ministers and ministers wherein I recommended them to move out of their houses, and then they were reinstated in their party or the cabinet. I have seen a lot of good things. So I will not say any number is lucky and unlucky people who are born on certain dates, but house numbers and for them to do anything important, they must avoid 4 and 8 always.
Okay. Okay. So now that comes to my fun segment, which is the rapid fire round. It's just to know you more personally, and so these are going to be very quick answers from your side. So, Gautam, so we're ready to begin. My first one would be, what is your favorite number and why?
My favorite number is 1 because I always wanted to be on top, number one numerologist in the world, and I'm always striving to be.
Right.
And even my name adds up to number one. I'm ruled by number one. I'm born in the zodiac sign of Leo.
Right. If you had to be reborn again, what is the number you would, choose, that for yourself to be rebirth with?
I will again choose myself to be born on the same date of birth I am born on.
Okay. What is your favorite holiday destination where you like to just unwind?
Uh, Trust me, it's Phuket.
Okay. Oh, okay. Uh, what is that one,
I,
what is that one cuisine which you like and also which you think you make really well?
that's a very difficult one. Since there is two questions, and easy way out is Indian always.
Okay. Uh, Letters or numbers? Who do you think always wins?
Numbers.
Okay. You're being biased because of that, or genuinely you think
No,
that?
no, because always in life you have number. If you look at the t-shirt you are wearing, it is a number. The cap you are wearing is a number. House you are staying is a number. The time we decided to record this podcast is a
Yeah.
number, and the date is a number.
Okay.
So everything is a number.
Okay. Um, Zodiac signs or numbers, which is more accurate in terms of predictions?
Personally, I've felt that, people hide behind the excuse of zodiac sign. I'm like this because I'm a zodiac sign, but, number define you much better than your zodiac sign. Because
Okay,
zodiac sign is an umbrella and number is more precise.
right. What is that one number which screams success?
And there isn't any number which only brings success.
Okay.
Every number comes with its own pros and cons. But I can tell you there are four numbers which is more successful with less of effort comparatively others. It is 1, 3, 5, and 6.
Okay.
And if you want to know the fact about it, you can Google the date of birth of all the richest in the world, all the richest in India, and
Okay.
all the top brands across globe and in India. You will find out all adds up to either 1, 3, 5, and 6.
Right. Also, what is that one current book which you love reading, or you're currently reading?
Okay, recently I had, be wise yourself, something like I forgot it yesterday itself. I was going through some, podcast and someone was recommended it, and
Okay.
I have ordered that book. Be
Okay.
wise yourself.
Okay. What is your favorite genre of music? The days which you're stressed, you have stress, you just like to be with yourself and listen to some good music. What is that music which you turn to?
Kishore Kumar, always all-time favorite.
He's an all-time.
All-time favorite.
Even I really,
All-time favorite in.
even I love old Hindi songs, just to soothe your mind. Even, when they say
Yes,
about even music therapy, when I go to office also, we are stressed at
yes,
work, I just put on the sound of nature. That also
yes.
really soothes me down.
Siddhant, I'll just bring to your notice for your viewers, sound of nature. Nature always lives in present.
Right,
If it is sunny, look, all the leaves will get wilted.
right,
And the moment it starts raining, are in a happy mood, all are singing here and there. You see breeze around, happiness around. This is what we need to learn from nature. And people who come to me and they ask me that, give me some remedy because I don't believe in remedies at all. I always tell them and recommend them, why don't you spend more time in nature? And
right.
trust me, that gives you miraculous result, miraculous result.
Okay.
People just avoid this thing, kind of, things which is free.
Yeah,
They want expensive remedies because just because you can afford it, they are expecting me to recommend high
yeah.
paying remedies.
Okay.
But spending time with nature is one of the best remedy for all the numbers,
Right.
and keep on we all should keep on doing it.
Yeah. Also, my last rapid fire question would be, you've predicted and advised so many celebrities all over the country, which is that one celebrity which, you have a really good connect with and you think that number for them has really proved very successful in their life.
And there are many, but I'm not sure whether they will be comfortable taking a name for me to take the name here. But one which who has been very vocal about it is Kubra Said. So
Okay.
I added extra B in her name, and there's no looking back for her.
Okay.
And till date, and she's the one who always speak very highly about me in press conference or in media bites or in podcast and everything.
Okay.
And there are many cricketers for whom I have changed the jersey number, and they are doing very well.
Oh, great.
Uh, many cricketers, by the way, in IPL, there are a
Okay.
lot many,
Okay.
and that is one of the reason I am in Bombay today.
Okay. Also, my last question for this new episode is, if you have to give a message, to everyone watching today, a positive message from your side, because people have different notions about numerology. So, what is that message going to be, and how can numerology help them, to better their lives, to find success or fame or anything which in a positive way, especially for the youth of our country, I would say, because who's the future generation. So, what is that message for the youth from your side?
Do not trust anything blindly. Number one, do not consult anyone who demotivates you, demean you, devalues you, and want to take advantage of your situation. And always believe in hard work, but making sure if you have a bit of luck on your side, no harm in it. You
Okay.
can use any kind of guiding tools, like whether it's numerology or astrology, but it is one of the things for your success, and there is no harm in using it.
Right.
But don't get blindfolded by this thing that only astrologer or numerologer can make your life successful. Otherwise, who could have been the most richest in the world? Astrologer. Who could have been the most run getters in this IPL? Astrologer, obviously,
Right.
because they can negate anything with their remedy.
Right.
So, follow this science. This is a very amazing science. It helps everyone, but this is one of the ingredient for success, not everything. One of the thing for your success.
Right.
So
Right.
everyone should follow this. Don't get blindfolded by anything, any healing, anything, numerology, astrology, and everything. Use this as a tool.
Right. That's a very nice message from your side, Gautam. I'm sure everyone's really inspired also by watching our episode today, that you've given so many positive messages, so many numbers which probably can help them, in their future. And obviously, it's truly, truly amazing from where, you've brought your career in terms of personally and professionally. So, wishing you all the very best. Thank you so much for giving so much time, and I'll see you soon whenever I'm in your city.
But before you come to my city, I'm coming to your city, and I love your house. I may see you soon.
Lovely, lovely. Definitely. Thank you so much, Gautam. Thank you once again. And wishing you all the very best for today's event. I know it's a very big event
Thank you.
for you, so wishing you all the very best from my side to you.
Siddhant, thank you and pleasure to be on your show.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.